We are inside of a 25-year-old hog barn attic. It was leaking slightly, and we decided it was time to replace the roof metal. And when we started the process of removing the roof metal to put on the new metal, we noticed that the wood was all in beautiful shape, but the metal stamped rafter plates were rusting. Some of them very severely, some of them not so bad. The rust and corrosion were all on the upper cord where the cord meets the web. And the bottom stamp plates that were buried in the insulation were in nice shape yet. If we peel back the insulation, they still are galvanized and they look great. But between the gases coming up the through the attic inlet, sometimes backdrafting gases up into the attic, and also some moisture leakage on the metal, the combination deteriorated the plates to where they're not safe to continue to use. We're concerned that the snow load would cause a roof collapse. So we decided we have to come up with a way of reinforcing the plates, and that's what this video will be about. There are 4 of us working on the project, myself and 3 of my boys. We have 2 on the outside starting the screws and the plates after marking the plates with the template. Tony here is handing me a plate that, as you can see, has the screws already started, which makes it real easy for doing this in a faster way without dropping screws and trying to guess where the proper place to place them are. There's quite a bit of dust and dirt that has accumulated over the years, so the first step before we mark and glue it is to take the brush, just give a quick brushing to get the looseness off. Then we place the repair board in the correct position, even with the top of the cord, mark lined up with the edge of the web. When trying to decide what size plate to use, we decided we want a plate that comes at least 2 to 3 inches past all the web material and is large enough to reinforce it, at least as heavy as the original plate, but small enough that we weren't wasting plywood and glue and doing an overkill job. And as you can see, if you look at these plates, after putting them in place and shaking around and banging on the rafters seem a lot sturdier than they did probably from the factory. We start by just walking down the line ahead and pre-marking them. So one guy could be busy making the marks, another guy be busy brushing off the dirt, and another guy coming behind putting on glue, and the last guy putting them in place with the screw gun. After Tony went down the line and marked out where the plate will be located on the web, I go down the line with the PL construction adhesive and place a nice liberal bead over each plate location. We found it's quickest to put the glue on for 5 or 6 plates, and then make another pass down the line and screw the plates in place. Able to get more plates done in a shorter period of time by speeding up the process this way. Notice from watching videos trying to tell you how to repair your rafters that some are complete overkill. Saw a video of a guy that he not only put new plates on, but first he put an 8-foot 2x4 and 2x4s also over the whole web on both sides. So he tripled the amount of 2x4s in the rafter and then put a gigantic plate. The process would take way too long, cost way too much money, and the only thing we're trying to accomplish is to do what the job originally was of this plate, which is hold the two web boards into the cord. And by the time you get a double plate with 7-ply 3/4 inch plywood glued and screwed into place, this is more than adequate to do what the original metal clips did. We also tried framing nailer with 2 3/8 ring shank stainless steel nails, but it was too clumsy, and just the kick from the nails going in left a gap between the plywood and the cord. By using a screw, it really sandwiches everything together and draws the glue into the wood and makes a much better job when we're finished. The screws draw the plate tight, squeezes the glue out, and it really makes for a impressively strong looking job. As you can see on this side, we have one plate on one side, and the other side you see the rusty metal stamp plates, many of which have deteriorated to the point that they're really not holding much of anything. On the other side, you can see the rows of newly reinforced web to cord plates. Billy goes down the line and lays the plates out at the ridge, and when we need them, we just reach up and take them out. Then Tony just reaches up and grabs one right out of the center. He's going down the line now and making the marks.